Hey folks, I'm Ryan King with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here with Hallie Bell, correct?
Correct.
All right, with PMI Property Management. And we do real estate, sell homes all the time, but I don't do property management. So when people call me for any of the rental needs, I always refer them over here to the professionals at PMI. And so I wanted to meet with Hallie this week so she could just go over some of the features of their company, what they do, and what services they offer. So you can take it away and tell me, first of all, I guess the first question would be, how would I, if I'm going to sell my house, very often we will run across somebody that will sell their house or try to sell their home. They don't sell the home and then they decide to rent it. So how does that process even work?
Absolutely. This is what we're kind of seeing now in the Chattanooga market, people wanting to invest in rentals.
Yeah.
And that's where we can come in, pick up the phone, call PMI Chattanooga. We'll get you started on this process, which initially is kind of going through the home. We make home visits anytime we give rental estimates to owners. So we like to come to the home, take a look at it, of course with COVID-19 precautions. We take a look, I take pictures, and then that's kind of how we formulate our rental estimate by viewing the home, viewing the neighborhood, and taking it back and getting comps to see kind of what other things are renting for in the neighborhood. And that's kind of how we start, is to get that first official rental estimate.
Makes complete sense. We have a lot of people that, they don't want to sell the house. They want to rent it because they may be, for different reasons, they may be moving back to the area eventually, or they just want to hang on to it as an investment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're seeing a huge rental increase. Yeah, of course, obviously the inventory and the sales of homes have increased, but also a huge rental increase in our market.
Absolutely, it's a great investment, and then that's kind of what property management companies are for, is to help protect that investment. We are kind of there to, make sure that the property is well taken care of, setting the lease so that the tenants have good boundaries. And then we also go in and do inspections before, after, and during the lease to make sure that the property is in good hands.
That brings up a really good point. A lot of people are afraid when I'm moving out of town, I'm putting my home or my past home with a property management company. Who's taking care of it? Who's screening these tenants? That kind of thing.
Absolutely. And we have to abide by fair housing laws when we are, selecting tenants, but we can have a strict, uniform process, and that's what PMI Chattanooga does. We check rent, we check background checks,
right.
Income check, credit check. We do cover all the bases. And we also have personal relationships with our tenants. They're able to call us, they're able to come by our office, and I think that's what might set us apart from some property management companies.
If I'm an investor and I'm looking at possibly just buying property for rental in our market, do you have any pointers for me?
Absolutely. I think a lot of investors kind of go in and think, oh, we can fix up this property. And really, with the shortage of contractors, I feel like in the area, and with the time expectation for that, we want to start making money on this property right away.
Right.
So I would highly suggest, only a few renovations, more lean towards a turnkey property. Let's get a tenant in there and start making money.
Okay. What kind of advice, one thing that you can think of is a do not do for an investor?
And I think it kind of goes back to that point, don't pick a low, price property just because it's low priced. You want something with good bones at least,
right.
I think, because that's when you can run into a bit of a headache.
So in the sales world of selling homes and stuff, the school zones are very important.
Yes.
Where you buy, every time that somebody comes to me and they want to buy a house, whether they have kids or not that are in school, I'm like, okay, you have to understand that school zones are very important. Well, I don't have children. I'm like, well, yeah, but you will sell the home eventually, and that becomes an issue. So is that the same in the rental world?
You know, it is and it isn't. You know, I think a lot of single families, you know, more of, you know, mom and dad at that time in their life, you know, that's what they're kind of looking for, is maybe towards a downtown location or a Highland Park location or St. Elmo, you know, and you know, they're not traditionally known for their schools, but they're trendy, great areas.
Right. And what's the contact? If somebody were to reach out to you guys, what's the best way for them to reach y'all?
Absolutely. You can find us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, PMI Chattanooga, or you can just pick up the phone, give us a call, 423-708-6407, or you can just visit our website, PMIChattanooga.com. There's a chat feature on there where you can chat with us. So we try to make it really easy for people to get in contact with us.
That's really great. Really great. It's a huge service because, you know, I've been in real estate since 2002, and there's been some different property management companies out there that haven't been so great. So I never was a big fan of referring my clients over to a property management company until these ladies came along, and now I feel much more comfortable about sending business their way. You know.
Absolutely. Our owner, Andrea, worked in property management for years before starting PMI Chattanooga, so she has seen it all in this industry, and that is why she founded PMI Chattanooga, was kind of to address all those issues that you face with property management companies. We're communicative. We're there for you guys. We want to help protect your investment.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you, Ryan.
You take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
you too.